Hi, everyone. So let's do a reading for the week ahead. So my intention for this reading is to cover the week ahead and or the next 7 days from when you are watching this. So I'd like to start with an ancestor message to see if there's any energies that want to come out. Oh, I think we have our answer. Had me going. So that's the message from our ancestors that wants to come out right away. So there may be someone in your energy that you feel like they had you going, that you may feel like there's some kind of a trickster in your energy or someone that's not trustworthy somehow in your energy. So let's see what else comes out. I'd like to draw one big picture oracle card, and then I'd like to draw a sacred destiny card too, and then we'll get into the tarot. So we have the eye, and the eye is about recognizing something for what it truly is. So this seems to me that something is really coming to light this week about something or someone who had you going. Someone who may have been trying to pull the wool over your eyes. You're now seeing it very clearly. So let's get one sacred destiny card. So we have blessings. So what this is truly telling me is that this whole situation is probably a blessing in disguise for you, but we'll see as we go. I'd like to get some tarot. I have two tarot decks here, one that we can use for clarification. But let's see what the tarot wants to tell us about this week ahead. So we're starting with the Hanged Man, the Tower, the Chariot, the Sun. That's a lot of majors. Underneath, the Hierophant, more majors. Wow. The Death card, Knight of Cups, Page of Pentacles. I'm going to hide this card to meet the YouTube guidelines, but we have the Star hiding underneath everything. We had a very similar energy come out yesterday. If you saw yesterday's reading, then great, but you do not have to have seen that in order to follow along what's happening here. But for the rest of you who did see yesterday's reading, this is going to be very familiar, but it's a bit different. But let's go through this. Let's get into this one by one, column by column, as I like to do it. So your current energy is that you are completely seeing someone for exactly who they are, that you completely understand. And now it's like this light bulb just went on in your head that, oh, aha, now I see what you're trying to do. But you're also seeing it as a blessing. So this could be, because I'm seeing the Tower, that you are getting out of something, that the universe with the Tower is rescuing you from something or someone. I'm seeing two people in this reading, and they're the same two people that we saw yesterday, which is why I brought up yesterday's reading. But again, it's not important that you saw it. But there are people here, and you are starting to see these people clearly. So far, that's what we have. You're being asked to focus on paying attention to the lessons you're meant to learn here. With the Hanged Man and the Hierophant here, you're really being asked to focus on your spiritual gifts, which I know that you have because I'm seeing the Hanged Man and the Hierophant. So you're being asked to really pay attention to synchronicities around you, to pay attention to visions that you're having. Really tune into your clairvoyance. Make this make sense for you, but there are things going on around you with the Hanged Man and the Hierophant that they're making sure that you are really paying attention to the details, because there's going to be a lot of chaos surrounding these people. But the Hanged Man and the Hierophant is asking you to really look inward, use your spiritual gifts to really stay focused on the details, to stay focused on what's important, stay focused on the messages from your guides when the chaos ensues. Because with the Hanged Man and the Hierophant here, it's really telling me that you have the ability to do that, that you can remain focused on that one thread of truth, even when there's massive chaos going on around you. The Tower and Death together are saying that, yes, this is probably going to be a very challenging week for you in the sense that there will be chaos, which we've already said. It feels like with the Knight of Cups that this could be a love interest, because the Knight of Cups is often a romantic partner, but it doesn't have to be that for you. But if you are in a relationship, a love relationship where you feel like someone had you going, then certainly this is a message to say that when this person, whatever happens this week that is chaotic with this person, that it's meant to happen. And to remember, we pulled this blessing card. So if the foundation of this relationship comes crumbling down this week, if this person starts a fight with you, if this person walks out on you, whatever this is, make this make sense for you. The Tower is here saying this was meant to happen. I just saw 555 as I said that. But this was meant to happen, this breakup, this whatever this is. Again, make this make sense for you. Because it's meant to transform you. This whole thing was meant to absolutely teach you something with the Hierophant and the Death card, to irreversibly change you and to make you into a completely different person, a completely different lover, whatever that is for you, than you were with this person. This was meant to change you. And there's such a strong feeling of source coming through here, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there's 7 majors here in a 9-card spread. The only 2 cards that are not majors are the other 2 people in your life. So this is a very significant spiritual week for you. This is going to be huge. So if something crazy happens as far as chaos with a lover, or at least someone that you love or thought you loved who had you going, this was intentional. The cards are saying that this was meant to happen. It was meant to happen this way because it's meant to change you. The message really coming through here is to move on with the Chariot from this person. That once that Tower hits, that is your key to get in the car and drive away. Once that happens, if there's a tantrum that's being had by this person, if words are being spoken, if something crazy happens, if you catch them doing something that you thought had you going, whatever that is your cue to go. Get in your car and go is what I'm really strongly getting from that. And really with the Chariot, it's about staying focused on the prize and moving forward in an energetic way, in a disciplined way. So this is saying it might take some discipline for you to really move on from this person, but this is saying that the universe also is going to have the wind in your back in order to push this forward for you. This Knight of Cups is really giving me this feeling too about learning. This person was put into your life to expand you. So this person had to really be this trickster in your energy in order for you to transcend. And it looks to me like it's preparing you for union with someone else. Some kind of a new phase in your life is what's being prepared for you. Because in the potential outcome, we have the Sun and the Page of Pentacles. This is a completely different person, but this is a person who has some potential here for you. And with the Sun, it's really making me feel that it's a person who's going to really bring out the optimism in you, or this is going to be a much more joyous or happy type of relationship. And that even with the Sun, what this is giving me is like a co-creation type of energy with whoever this new person is. So it feels like there's this potential here for you to bring in a brand new person who might be better suited for you. It looks like they are better suited for you. But also it's going to be a relationship where you learn as you go, because the Page of Pentacles is a student. But because the Hierophant is here, it's like this is the teacher and this is the student, where you've learned the lessons. And it feels like this new person has too. And that's why you're going to be able to build something very solid. This person is showing up with a pentacle. And when you build something with pentacles, then the tower is not going to fall down. Whatever you built with this person, Knight of Cups person, it was made of water. So the whole thing came crashing down like a wave. So it feels to me like there is the potential here to bring someone else into your life who's going to help you build a strong foundation. But it requires being released from this energy of someone who had you going, being released from that so that you can move forward and allow this person into your life and into your energy. With the star card underneath here, this is reminding us that you are in a state of healing right now, that you're beginning to believe in yourself again, where maybe at one point with this situation, you were feeling stuck, or you were feeling tricked, or you were feeling trapped, or whatever that is for you. This is saying that you're believing in yourself again, which is why you're going to be able to get in your chariot and move away from this and never look back. Because the death card is saying that you have massively transformed. You are completely a different person once this tower hits, that maybe in the past you've tried to move on, but you couldn't. This is the last straw, is what this is giving. This last straw, you may have given this person 1,000 second chances. This is saying that this one was the last one. Now I am a completely different person, and now I'm getting in my car, metaphorically speaking, and I'm driving away from you forever and straight into the sunset with this person, is what I really strongly have there. So let's get a few more tarot cards just to see if there are any other energies that want to come out for us. But this feels like a pretty straightforward reading. So with the Hanged Man and the Hierophant, we have the Tower. So look at that. So we have repeating cards with the Tower. This is all about a house of cards coming down. Or in this case, it was like a house of water that came crashing down like a wave, whatever that is. But this tower that's going to hit this week is really going to help you to learn these lessons that you were meant to learn. This person was meant to teach you to transcend. And by the end of this week, that will happen. And those are the lessons. It's a different way of looking at this situation. We have the eye, and the eye is all about looking at this in a clear and precise way where you weren't seeing it clearly before because you have had me going here. With the Tower and Death, we have the King of Swords. The King of Swords is extremely articulate. The King of Swords is extremely intelligent, and that is you in this reading. And it doesn't matter. Everyone can be a king. This king is you. Whoever you are, this king is you. And this is you just clearly communicating to yourself using your own intelligence to say, this is not what I want. I don't want a house of cards. I don't want this person. And I'm going to be able to intelligently know that I'm making the right decision and moving forward and setting a clear boundary, because King of Swords is also very good at setting boundaries when it comes to conflict. The Chariot and the Knight of Cups is clarified by the Hanged One. So we have the Hanged Man coming out again. This is about transition. This is about looking at something differently. This is about, with the Death card especially, this is saying, I know I have to sacrifice this person in my life, this Knight of Cups person, in order to do my own transcendence. And you're looking at it correctly. Getting in your chariot and moving away from this person is the way that the cards are asking you to look at this. And we have a lot of repeating cards here. We have a lot of majors here. So this feels like a very important spiritual message. So the Sun and the Page of Pentacles is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. You guys, there are so many majors in this. This is a really important week. So you guys will really have to tell me what this is for you. But this Wheel of Fortune is about a shift in the destiny. And that's what we were saying, that once you release this person, that's when all the good stuff can come in. That's when your elevation can come in. That's when you can co-create with this person here who wants to give you this pentacle and wants to start building with you in the right way. This is about elevation, transcendence, adapting to something new, moving away from this, allowing the tower to come down. Don't fight it with the Hanged Man. Don't fight the tower coming down. Allow that tower to come down, because that's when the good stuff can come in. You guys, this is a really huge week. So please let me know how this was resonant for you. Consider subscribing to the channel if you like my vibe, and we will do this again sometime. Thanks, everybody. Bye.